This is going to be a very quick video. I just need to explain one thing that we haven't run into yet. If I'm on a branch and I have some work that is not currently committed, so let's go to the oldies branch, get switch oldies, and I'll do some work here, like I'll add 2 Van Morrison songs, great songs, and It's Stoned Me and Caravan, so I'll save those 2, but I'm not going to add and commit. So over here, I see get status, I modified that. I have changes that are not staged. There's work on this branch that has not been committed. If I try and switch branches right now, let's see what happens. Let's go back to the, how about our empty playlist? Git switch empty playlist. And what does it say? I get an error. Your local changes to the following files would be overwritten by checkout. Playlist.txt. It's telling me that the work I have done right now that I have not yet committed, which is right here, if I try and switch to a different branch, it's going to be lost because it's not committed. This branch doesn't know about it. There's not going to be a bookmark for it in the really large book before we change pages. So it says, please commit your changes or stash them. We will learn more about stashing in just a couple of sections from now. So for now, that's not an option. For now, our only option is to commit our work or just delete it, I guess, and not make those changes. So I am going to commit that. Git add, playlist, git commit, -m, add 2 Van Morrison songs. Just like that. And now I can switch. So I can do the same command to switch to empty playlist, no complaints. So if you run into an issue like this, hopefully you understand why now. Git is warning you, you're going to lose those changes. You either need to stash them, which we haven't learned, or commit them. Now, the last example I showed you, we had changes that were in conflict, right? When I tried to switch branches, we were working on the same file, this playlist file, and they were in conflict. And so Git yelled at me and said, hey, I don't know what to do. We'll learn more about conflicts when we get to merging. But sometimes that's not an issue at all. So if I make a new file, for example, I'm on the oldies branch. Let me make a new branch here. Git switch -c, and this branch will be, I don't know, how about chicken? I'm going to delete it. A chicken branch, okay? And on this chicken branch, I'm going to make a new file entirely called chickens.txt, and I'll put some of my chickens in here, like Stevie Chicks. Okay, so I have this new file no other branch has, but I haven't added or committed that file. And so now if I switch again, let's go back to oldies, git switch oldies. Previously, at the beginning of this video, we saw that Git yelled at me when I tried to switch, and it says, you can't switch. You have changes that are going to be overwritten. They're in conflict. We don't know what to do. Please stash or commit them. But this is going to be different because no other branch has this file. There's no way that it's in conflict with anything. So what actually will happen is this file is going to come with me. I'm now on the oldies branch, and I still have chickens. You see that? The file's still there. And it came with me, and it still says, hey, there's this untracked file. You haven't made a commit with it anywhere. It's just going to follow you to every branch you go to. So for now, I'm just going to recommend we always add and commit changes before we switch branches so that we can avoid this. But of course, like I said, we're going to learn how to stash changes very soon. First, we're going to learn about merging. But I just wanted to call your attention to this behavior. When you switch branches, sometimes if you have unstaged changes, they will come with you. Other times, if they're in conflict, Git will yell at you. So just know that.